versus the tough Sacramento Kings. It's Tuesday night basketball here on 2K Sports.
Starting five for both teams, it's the T-Mobile starting lineups.
Hi guys.
Well, let's go over the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. And Clark, what's going to be the key for the Nets?
Well, Kevin, they've got to make sure they find the open man. Last season, this team was one of the worst in compiling assists. Relied an awful lot on taking people off the dribble and doing one-on-one isolation stuff in their offense. Need to share the ball a little more and get some opportunity with the pass instead of everything off the dribble.
All right, Clark, since we're talking about keys, how about Sacramento? What's the key for them?
Well, Kevin Martin, incandescent scorer. He can get to the foul line, he can just splash three.
Few people have stopped him, and they've thrown double teams at him a lot.
And he's pretty active defensively, too. He'll come up and take the ball away from you also.
Well, it makes an intriguing matchup. Thanks, Clark. So it's Sacramento now. The Nets missing Nets on. Martin with the bucket.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
Stolen by the Kings. Here's... And now it's time for the Sprite Ice Cold keys to the game. And Clark, what's going to be the key for the Nets?
Well, Kevin, they got to make sure they find the open man. Last season, this team was one of the worst in compiling assists. Relied an awful lot on taking people off the dribble and doing one-on-one isolation stuff in their offense. Need to share the ball a little more and get some opportunities with the pass instead of everything off the dribble.
All right, Clark, since we're talking about keys, how about Sacramento? What do they need to do to secure a win?
Well, Kevin Martin, an incandescent scorer. He can get to the foul line, he can splash. Three.
Few people have stopped him, and they've thrown double teams at him a lot.
And he's pretty active defensively, too. He'll come up and take the ball away from you also.
It ought to be a compelling game to watch. Thanks, Clark. Can't get it to go. And the Nets now go the other way. Lee. Pawns. Yanks it down inside. Here's Thompson. Gets in close. Scores the opening field goal.
It's a great look ahead up court to set up the easy, fast break finish.
To the baseline. Here's E. Can't make the open shot.
No defense there to bother the shot, and he still misfired. His coach does not look happy.
And it's Martin missing. And here are the Nets. To Lopez. Harris watches the open J.
Starting this game, nothing's going down for him.
Here's Martin, guarded by Harris. And Udrih gets it to go.
He did a great job there to get his shot off against the taller defender. That's a nice play.
And here is Harris. Let's go with the three. And that one's good. How about the way Devin Harris has blossomed with New Jersey?
You know, I saw it in college when he was at Wisconsin. You could see him gradually making progress each year. Left after his junior year, got tremendous coaching from Bo Ryan. And once he got to the NBA, it was just a matter of time before he took off. Excellent speed, really puts pressure on defenses by attacking the rim. Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
On defense, New Jersey. Thompson. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll.
They say the mid-range game is becoming a lost art in the NBA, but you certainly couldn't tell it from watching that play. What a sweet stroke.
And here is Harris. Here's E. Kept to line. Lee gets the bucket.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Now Udrih. Kevin Martin on the wing, covered by Lee.
Well, he knocked that one down, but it wasn't the best shot selection. With so much time left on the clock, you ought to work it around and look for a better shot.
And here are the Nets. They trail by one. Lee down low for Don Thompson. The steal by Thompson.
He got too casual with the ball there, and it led to a steal.
Here's Martin. Hands it from in close.
Kevin, you know, when I look at Kevin Martin, he's wispy. He came out of a small school, Western Carolina. But this guy's a big-time scorer. He's got speed, he's got tenacity, he's got range, and he's got a scorer's mentality. He's always on the attack.
Kept to line. No Sione. Drops it in on the layup.
Oh, easy lay in there. The D cannot allow that to happen.
Now a timeout called by New Jersey. And the Kings with some adjustments here. Here's Lee. Bounced off back iron and in.
The defense was slow to set up there, and as a result, got burned.
Here's Garcia. Boom. Snatches it inside.
We've seen him make that mid-range shot, but just not often enough.
Into Brook Lopez. Hits the jumper. And here are the Kings now. No Sione from short range. Finishes with the soft touch.
Beautiful pass there to find his man streaking up court.
New Jersey trailing. Here's Lee. Dumps it home off the sweet dish. He has 6.
He's not a sensational dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure.
Here's Nocioni. Can't connect on the quick shot.
Ill-advised shot there, no question about it.
Doolin frames it from just inside the three-point line. Nocioni with it. Here's Garcia. Scooped up. Here's Hawes. Bucket off the offensive rebound. And here is Harris. 22 seconds left in the first. Martin gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul of the game. And the Kings with some adjustments here. And here is Harris. Doolin. Off from three-point land. Tipped. The Kings with the slight lead.
Well, Kevin, they've really made a point of getting into the lane and scoring the ball inside. Still, their defense has been less than stellar. If they can tighten things up a bit at that end, they'd really be in business.
We've reached the end of the first, and it's a barn burner. Still close to 16 to 15. On defense, New Jersey, they trail by 1. The pass cut off by Doolin.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. Tough sequence there.
Stolen by Garcia. It's 1-on-1. Sinks the open shot.
That's how you make them pay. Solid defense results in extra opportunity.
Here's Boone from inside. Lays it right in.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Here's Rodriguez. Hawes backs him down. Garcia nails it from the wing. Alston with the ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen away by the Kings.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
Alston with the ball. Trailing by 5. The Kings leading. You're talking about his turnovers. That's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a lot, Kevin. He's handling the ball, and he's just being a little careless with it. He has to be aware of where the defense is, and then do a good job of trying to keep his body between the ball and the defender so he's not turning it over as much.
And here is Williams after the miss by the Kings. Here's Boone. Connects on the baseline jumper.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's May. Shot misses. And it's New Jersey the other way. Just over 3 minutes left in the second. Hayes in the paint. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. They cut it to 1. May. It falls short.
When you settle for that kind of shot, that's a wasted possession. That is not a high percentage look.
Here's Hayes, the runner. The Kings get the denial, and it's still a 1-point game. Here's Rodriguez, nails it from close range. Alston with the ball.